So good morning people, and welcome once again to cooking on the Corsican from home, which is a new thing I'm going to try. It's Wednesday, I think it's the 14th of September, and it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm off down the boat later on today, but I thought I would try this vlog on my own. I don't know how it's going to come out. This is just a test to see how this is going to work. And we'll just see how it goes. I'm trying to film it on my own, as I said, so it might be an absolute disaster and you might never ever see this vlog. But anyway, let's get on. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you the ingredients I've got for this dish. Okay? So people, a few weeks ago you saw me on the Corsican making kedgeree. And for that I used this paste. Yeah, I won't mention any names. But I only used a couple of spoonfuls out of the jar, and it says in the jar that you have to use it after 6 weeks. It probably can last longer, but it's about 6 weeks it's been lying. So I've decided to make a curry, a very quick curry. And this is something, it's my own recipe, again, something that I do myself. And I just beef up what it says. I mean, it tells you in the jar what to do, but I obviously put my own twist on it, okay? And what I've got for this curry is I've got some garlic, I've got some ginger, I've got some shallots, only because I had some, I've got some onion, I've got some celery, I've got some coriander leaf because I couldn't get any fresh coriander. I've got a tin of tomatoes and I've got a tin of coconut milk. And I've got some chicken there, which is free range chicken, which I skinned but haven't boned. I've got some sugar, some salt and some pepper, and I may use a little bit of stock if necessary. So I'm going to show you this curry. It's a really delicious curry. And hopefully it'll all work out if I can set this camera up properly to film me. And we'll just take it and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and prepare all these vegetables. And I'll come back to you when I'm ready to start making the curry. Okay, so have you have been. Thanks for watching. And I shall see you when I get back with my curry. Okay people, welcome back. Let's get on with this, this vlog. I can only position the camera in one place, but I've got a couple of spoonfuls of oil in the pan and a large knob of butter. And I shall get that on the go. As I say, I've got no idea how this is going to turn out. I know how the curry's going to turn out, but I don't know how this vlog's going to turn out. But I shall try my best to make it as good as I possibly can. If this works out, I might get a better tripod that I can use the camera in the house. I've only got a little tiny sort of hand grip at the moment. I'm over here, hello. So I've got everything prepared. I've chopped up my my garlic and my ginger. I've got my celery chopped up. I've got my shallots, my onions. Over here I've got my chicken. I've got my coconut milk, my tomatoes, my patex paste, my coriander leaf, pepper, salt, and I've got some sugar over there as well. And that's all that's in this curry. And this is one I made up myself. Again, it was through having some paste left. And I just made this one day, this curry, and it was absolutely delicious. And I thought, well, I'll make it again. So right off, onions. We'll get them in straight away. And we shall also get the celery in straight away. And I also get the ginger and the garlic and that in straight away. I'll leave the shallots for a bit and I shall wipe my hands. Now, as I'm always telling you, when you fry onions, you always salt. So I'll add my salt now. Not a lot, because I can always taste it and add some later. I've got my pan absolutely flat out at the moment. Go, get a whiff of that chilli and get that that garlic and ginger. That's such a lovely smell. And when the butter kicks in and the onions kick in, God, that'll be incredible. There we go. So the paste that I've got is a Madras paste, I believe. Yeah, this is a Madras paste. So this is a kind of take on a Madras curry. Now normally when I do ginger and garlic I do chilli, for those of you that watch the vlog, but this has got so much heat in it, this paste, I didn't put any extra chilli in because there's plenty in here, more than enough. And as I say, for most of you who follow this vlog will have watched the kedgeree video, and that's where I had the paste left over from. You could probably use slightly less onions in this. I like to use a lot of onions because I'm going to cook this and they help to enrich the sauce. And I'm a great lover of onions. They're very, very good for you, onions, which a lot of people don't realise are very, very good for you, onions. And I think I eat onions every day virtually. And buy lots of them. There aren't too many dishes I cook that don't have onions in it, I can assure you. As again, those of you who follow these vlogs will probably be saying that, my God, that guy uses some amount of onions. But I do love them and I think they're so good for you. Madge and Padge, haven't heard from you for a long time. I hope you're all right. You can still make this curry, but just don't put the garlic in. I know you're not keen on garlic, so Madge and Padge, if you want to have a go at this, cancel out the garlic. And of course anybody else who isn't into garlic can do exactly the same. So I just want to cook these down for 2 or 3 minutes. Get them a little translucent. The smell already is phenomenal. But wait till I get the curry paste in. Okay, I shall get my jar of paste and a spoon. And I shall put in about 1 in fact I shall use the best part of that jar. I shall run my water until it's hot. The great thing about having a combi boiler, you've always got hot water. So I shall start frying this paste up a little bit, and then we shall get on to putting the chicken in. But we'll fry the paste off a bit first. I think, as I explained to you before in another video, if you use these pastes, they do require frying out, or they've got a kind of insipid taste to them if you don't. My God, I get a hit of the oh God, I get a hit of the chilli. There must be quite a bit of chilli in that paste. God. Right, how's this water? I'm going to put a little bit in that jar. And put the lid on. Give it a shake. And I'm going to add it in there. I shall show you how this is looking in a second. So there's how it's looking at the moment, people. I hope you can see that. And I am now going to get my chicken and I'm going to start putting my chicken in here. Okay. I'm hoping I can just fit it all in round the sides and in different places. God, look at that, perfect. So I'll show you what I've got here, look. I've got all the chicken laid around the pan like that. And what I'm now going to do with that, I'm going to turn it up a little bit to about there. I'm going to give this 10 minutes and then I'm going to turn these chicken round and I'm going to give them another 10 minutes. And by that time I'm going to be ready to add my shallots and make my sauce up. And when I get to that stage I'll come back and show you how I'm getting on. I won't put you through 20 minutes of watching paint dry. So I shall see you when I get back and show you how I'm getting on with this very quick curry. Okay people, welcome back. It's been about 15-20 minutes and I'll just show you how this is coming on. Now look at that, I've added no liquid to that at all. And you can see how much liquid this actually created. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my camera back down again, bear with me. Okay. There you go. And what I'm going to do now, the next part is, I'm going to add my tomatoes. Okay. Which I've got here. I'm not going to wash the tin out, because there's not enough liquid in there at the moment. I'm going to get some sugar and I'm going to add a little sugar, about 3/4 of a teaspoonful. There you go. Okay, put that away. I'm going to turn the heat up and I'm going to mix in these tomatoes. Okay. The pan's quite full, but don't worry, this liquid is, I'm going to now reduce this down, because what I'm going to do, once I've mixed in these tomatoes, I'm going to leave it quite high up the heat, and I'm going to reduce it down by quite a long way. I shall show you. I'll show you how much liquid's in it, and when it's reduced I'll show you how much is left. There's going to be a wee bit of spillage here, but that's tough luck. That just means I'm going to have a good time cleaning this cooker. But there you go, I always clean it anyway, so I don't have anybody that comes along behind me and does all this for me. It'd be great if I did. Okay, that's the tomato mixed in quite well. Okay. So I am now going to leave it like that, at that sort of heat, And I shall show you, I'll pick my camera back up again. That is quite ferocious. Yeah? But I'm going to leave that like that for about 10 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and when this reduces right down, I'm then going to add the coconut milk. But I'm going to lose a lot of this liquid first. Okay? So I shall come back when it's reduced down, I shall tell you how long it took, and I shall show you how much is there, and then we'll put the coconut milk in and we'll do the finishing off. So I shall see you when I get back. Okay people, I'm back. Now as you can see, I've had to change over to my wok. That pan wasn't just quite big enough. And I've reduced this down. But it's going to be hard for you to see. I've reduced it down by about 1/4 of an inch, the liquid. And I put in my shallots. But what I'll do is I'll just show you how it's looking at the moment. Let me lift this up. So there's how it's looking at the moment. And I shall now get my my coconut milk in. Okay? Which I've got here. There we go. I shall leave that there. I shall turn the heat right up. Okay? And I shall melt the coconut milk. This really does help to give the sauce a lovely flavour. There we go. Now that really is looking lovely. But what I shall do now, I shall now add my coriander leaf. And I shall use about 1.5 teaspoons. There you go. I shall put that away. Now, I'm now going to bring this to a gentle simmer, and I'm going to cook it for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and that'll be fully cooked. And I shall come back right at the end just to show you how it's looking. I'm going to leave no lid on it at all. I'll just let it reduce away as well, because that'll come to the exact consistency I want it to be. And I can assure you, I know I say it all the time, but honestly, a bit of rice and a big naan bread to dip in your juice, and I'll tell you, you'll be well happy with that. This is my wok, by the way. It's a cast iron. It weighs an absolute ton, but it's an absolutely fantastic wok. I've had it, oh God, 25 years or so, and there's been many meals cooked in it, I can assure you. It's great for stir frying, it's great for deep frying, it's great for doing something like this, making a curry in, because you can make a lot in it. And for I think what it cost me was about, I think it was about 30 quid or something like that, or 35 quid. But my God, I've had my money out of it. Right. There you go. I put the telly on bargain hunts in Peterborough. Okay, there you go, people. I'll give you a quick look. There you are. And I'll come back and show you the finished result in about 20 minutes. So hello again, people. We're back just for the very, very last part of this vlog. And that curry has taken from start to finish 1 hour. And I personally don't think that's a long time to have an absolutely delicious curry. Okay? And I'll just put my camera down again. Excuse me for the keeping messing around with the camera, but as I am here on my own, I've got to make the best of what I can do. So there we go. So I shall just give it one more little mix. Now what I'm going to do with that, people, is I'm going to let it go cool or cold. Now I'm going to get a big Tupperware box, and I'm going to put it in to the Tupperware box and put the lid on it. And I'm going to take it to the boat with me tonight, and I'm going to put it in the fridge, and I'm going to leave it in the fridge for 48 hours to let it marinate and let all the flavours permeate through the chicken and everything. And we're going to have it on Saturday night with some nice rice and some naan bread. Now when I've heated this curry up, what I am going to do with it is I'm going to put the juice of 1 lime in it right at the very end just before I serve it, and it'll make it really zingy and coconutty, and it'll just be absolutely delicious. You'll thoroughly enjoy this if you give it a go. So please do. Now I don't know how this vlog's turned out, I really don't. I shall look at it, as I said earlier on. If it's a load of rubbish and the camera's crap and everything, you'll never ever see it. But if it comes out alright, I shall put it up over the next couple of weeks and let you see it, because this really is a curry in a hurry. And the flavour of it, if you gave this to somebody who knew a little bit about curry, they would think you'd spent all day making it, so you can cheat a little bit. But that really is curry in a hurry, and it shows you how to use these various pastes that you can get from Patak's. And they do all different kinds, so you can choose the one you like if you want to make it from scratch. You can go in and look at what they do. They do Baltis and Vindaloos and all sorts of different pastes. But that's my take on what I do with it. It's not necessarily how you do it. You can change it about and do whatever you like, but it's what I do, and that really is a delicious curry. So if you have been, people, once again, as I always say, thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, go down and give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us. And we shall see you on the next vlog. Thanks very much indeed, people. Bye-bye for now.